Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about child-free women, and I'll tell you what I think, my thoughts. You can tell me what your thoughts are, and then we can just have like a real conversation about this. Alrighty, let's start with this lady because she's usually the one that's always on my timeline.
I am in my mid-40s, single and child-free. I have seen a lot of comments on these videos from young women in their 20s and 30s who feel that they don't want children, but are struggling hard with the decision given the pressure all around them. As someone who has lived this herself and feels that I'm now largely through the worst of it, I wanted to share my own personal experience. I can easily imagine what some of the comments on this post will say. I've heard it all before over many years, but if I can help just one woman struggling with this decision, then it will have been worth it. The world can be a hard and disappointing place to live in for a woman who doesn't want children. It often seems like babies and marriage are the only two things that are truly celebrated. There are showers and parties and endless excited discussions and planning. Other life achievements that can be more important to a woman who doesn't want children, such as career goals, and which bring her tremendous pride, do not generate anywhere near the same level of excitement and celebration. And despite the grueling hard work that achieving those goals can take, I've never really felt that I wanted children. I have also never really believed the whole you can never know real love if you don't have a child, or your life doesn't have purpose without a child, and all the other scary things people say about how meaningless and unfulfilled your life will be without a child. But I, like many women in my position, have experienced moments of questioning myself, doubting myself, and being unsure given the pressure from those around me. I have siblings who have all got married and had babies, as have most of my friends, but my thought always came back to the feeling I did not want children. It can be very hard. You will experience years of comments and pressure that can make you doubt yourself and make you feel like you are doing something wrong or have somehow failed in life. There will be years of family and friends having babies around you. The biggest piece of advice I can offer, and this applies whether you're single or have a partner, is listen to yourself and trust yourself. Because at the end of the day, how you feel about wanting to have and raise children is all that matters. It will be you raising them for the rest of your life. Listen to yourself. Pay attention to how you feel in various moments. In the moments of your life where it is just you with your thoughts and your feelings, just you without all the noise of the outside world telling you what you should be doing, how do you feel about wanting children? What are you saying to yourself and thinking and feeling in these moments? Are you thinking about children or not? Because I can tell you what I was thinking, and still do. When I'm lying in bed on a Saturday or Sunday morning relaxing, I have never thought to myself that I wish I had been woken up hours earlier to care for a child.
Girl. Yes. And yes. Yes.
During the week, I don't ever find myself thinking that I wish I had a morning routine that involved a child. When I come home from work to the quiet of my house, I don't wish that a child was there that I had to make dinner for, entertain, and care for that evening.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting on my couch at night, there's never a moment where I wished I was going through a child's bedtime routine.
Yeah.
There's never been a night where I wished I was awake with a crying baby. There was never a moment when I wished I was getting a child ready to take to their sports or activities. I never find myself thinking I wish I had a child to care for in this moment. And I don't look at my friends with children and say to myself, I wish I had that. The reality is that it's often the opposite. I find myself thinking, I'm so glad that's not me. I make decisions to live my new life with...
This is what I be saying too. Yes, this is so... Yes.
Without having to consider a child. Of course, there have been moments where I thought a child in this exact moment might be nice. Christmas mornings, the first day of school. But every single one of those moments are fleeting. They are specific, isolated events and milestones.
And for me, like, because I work with children, like I literally, my whole business revolves around children because I love children. I just don't want to have children. I resonate with this. But the good thing is, like, because I work with children, like, I have like virtual gaming clubs. So on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I have class with them. Like, but I get to do it from the comfort of my home. They're always excited because they want to play the games. And then I can go, do other things. And also, like, if I'm also being transparent, this world to me is crazy. And so I don't necessarily think I want, well, I know I don't want to bring an innocent soul here to the fact that there's a chance that a child can be SA'd is too much of a probability for me to feel comfortable to bring someone that I produce into this world. Now, if the world was a different place, if things were different, perhaps. But the way that the world is, no. that's no. Children are too innocent. And so I rather help the ones that are already here rather than bring any more of my own. That's just how I feel. Honestly.
And when that special event passes, you have 364 more days in the year that are just regular, not special, real life days that you have a child to care for. The idea of seeing the joy on a child's face on Christmas morning for me has never outweighed the idea of having to care for that child all the other days of the year in my life. My siblings all have children. We all live far from one another, so when we do visit, it's for extended periods of time and we all stay together. I have experienced living weeks with my nieces and nephews and being fully immersed in their lives and daily routines. While I can tell you that I absolutely love my nieces and nephews more than words can describe, no part of these visits have made me wish that I had children of my own or regret my decision. I do like children. I love my nieces and nephews and am the cool auntie to many of my friends' children. Children gravitate to me and love being around me, and I'm actually very good with them. But children are exhausting. They are so much work. They always need or want something. Caring for them is all consuming. They need to be fed, they need to be changed, they need to be soothed, they need to be watched and kept safe. And when they don't need anything, they want you to play with them and give them your undivided attention. I listen to my siblings talk about how they never get a break, how tired they are, and have seen their lives completely change because they are now living for their children above all else. Their lives are not their own anymore. No part of me wants that. Some of
Nope.
my siblings and friends' children are older now. They're no longer babies and toddlers and are in school. I have watched their lives go from being all consumed by a young child to being all consumed by children who now have interests and activities. Their lives revolve around a never-ending schedule of activities for their children. Weeknights are full of their activities. Weekends are full of their activities. Chauffeuring them from one activity to the next and juggling the schedules of multiple kids in different activities. I don't want to spend my evenings and weekends at my children's activities. I don't want to completely lose my freedom. It doesn't matter if you're a single one or a woman with a partner. Advise.
See, and that's why I don't even have a dog or a pet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the ability, and we have to remember, like, this is like the first time really in history that women have been able to do this type of stuff, where at the drop of a dime, I could just be like, you know what, I'm ready to go. So anywhere that I'm at right now, I'm there because I want to be there, because I don't have to be anywhere. For real, for real. So it's pretty cool. Like it just occurred to me, like while I'm watching these videos and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, like yeah, I already felt this way, but like yeah, like validation, yeah. And this is the importance. I'd be saying, like, people be like, oh, you shouldn't care what other people think, you shouldn't look for validation. No, you should absolutely, because when something can validate what you're already kind of like, oh, okay, thinking, then you can stand more strong in that. But also at the same time, it can be the bad thing too. So it's just important to be balanced. And that's why I say it's just important to make your own decisions, to decide for yourself what makes sense to you, what you want to do. And like, who knows, maybe the world will be different. But the way that the world is right now, I don't know if children should even be here, for real, for real. I love children, and I want to help them, and if they're already here, fine. But this is a crazy place. People do weird stuff. It's weird, man. If the world was different, I might have already had children, for real, for real.
Is the same. Listen to yourself, because having a child is a lifetime commitment that you cannot take back.
Yeah.
For me, I am so happy that I listened to myself all those years, because I am happy in my child-free life. I am fulfilled. I have purpose, and I do not feel regret. I do not feel that I missed out on anything. I do not look around and wish there was a child in my life. I do not look at others with children and wish I had that. And I do not worry about a future without children to take care of me, or that I will die alone. And in the end, that is all that matters. Trust yourself.
Period. Period. Okay, let's see. Oh, she's an older woman. I like to hear from older women.
If you don't have any children.
It has music in the background. Let's see. I kind of want to hear from an older woman, because it's one thing people always say, oh well, once you get older, you'll regret it. That's what they always say. And it's like, how do you know that I'll regret it? You don't know that. I haven't regretted anything I've done so far.
I don't think that.
Let's see.
I'm almost 43.
She's fabulous.
I'm child-free. This was done intentionally. I don't think that I should ever be shamed for my choice not to have a child. I'm an aunt, and I would be pulled limb from limb for those kids.
Period.
I feel like we've been conditioned by society to feel like as women, it's like...
Shout out to us giving rich auntie vibes, because I have nieces too, and I love them. And I have my students, and I absolutely love and adore them. So, I totally get it. I totally resonate. And she's so fabulous. Like, yes, sis.
Our life's
Ooh, I gotta follow her, the stylish investor. We love anything about investing around here, honey.
This because we were gifted by God to have children. And I've always known at a very young age that was not something that I wanted to participate in. So as your big sister or aunt, I want to tell you young ladies, if you decide not to have kids, that is okay, my love. And if you do want to have kids, baby, listen to me. It should be a well thought out, planned thing, and you should absolutely take into consideration the person that you're having that kid or those children with.
Yes.
That's not something that God intended for you to do alone, and that's happening way too much in our society.
Yes.
I love you. Whatever you decide, I love you.
Period. We love you too, sis. Yes. I love this lady. Let's dive a little bit more into her. Oh, yes. 43 and proving you don't expire. You refine. Period. I love this for her. I love this for us. Period. Okay, let's look at one more. I'm looking for an older woman. She looks like she's older. Okay, here we go. Oh, no. I need somebody older. If we can find one. If we can't, whatever. Most of these are pictures. What is going on? What happened to the videos? Like, what? Why is she at a park? Um, you know what? I'm just gonna go with hmm. Now I feel pressure. Oh, her. Here we go.
Who are wondering what is going to happen. For all the young women out there who are wondering what is going to happen when you get older and you're child-free and marriage-free. As a 48-year-old woman who has never had children and has never been married, I will tell you that life is amazing. I have a 3-bedroom home that I live in by myself with, of course, my cats who are super cute and sweet. And I have an art studio that I'm creative in all the time. I have a temple space where I do my healing work with people. I run my own business. I get up at 9 a.m. naturally. I don't work till 11. I make my own schedule. I go where I want, when I want, and do what I want when I want. I have incredible friends.
Doesn't sound too bad. I'm just saying. It doesn't sound too bad.
So I spend a lot of time talking to them or going out and doing fun things. I've traveled internationally, sometimes for months at a time. I have the freedom to move. I've lived in many beautiful places, incredible cities. And if I choose that this isn't the place for me anymore, I leave and go someplace else that is the place that's fun and exciting for me then. I don't worry about what's going to happen when I'm old. The big argument is who's going to take care of you when you're old and what's going to happen when you die. Well, I have incredible friends and I have younger friends, so they're probably going to be there when I get old and when I die. And you know what? I have the resources to be able to pay for somebody who's probably going to take care of me better.
Period. Did you hear that? She has the resources for someone to take care of her. That's what it's all about. Period. Who is this lady? I'm following you. I love this and I'm liking it.
Then whoever else somebody is expecting to take care of them, because usually people don't take care of their parents. A lot of times men don't take care of their wives when they get sick. So really all of the things that they say you should be so afraid of aren't real. And if you really want to have children, like you know in your bones that is what you want more than anything, great. If you know that you want to be married, great. But if you're doing things just because society has expected you to, or your parents told you that's what was supposed to happen, or your friends are all doing it, instead of doing that, maybe just go to therapy and figure out if...
Yeah, that's what I wanted to just interject and say, like, that's what I'm a huge person on. Like, do what you want to do because you want to do it. Like, make the decision. Don't just do it because, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what everybody does. This is the next step. This is the expectation. No, do what you want to do because you want to do that thing. Period. Be where you are. Get to a space where you can be where you are because you want to be there. It doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It doesn't mean that, you know, you love every single aspect of every single thing, but it means that every single thing is healthy enough for you to function and for you to thrive and for you to grow and for you to remember where you're headed. Point blank, period. And that is a freedom that you get from not having children. It just is what it is.
What you're doing is what you really want to do, because this is a very precious life.
Yeah.
You don't have that many years, actually. You'll be surprised how fast it goes.
Girl.
And you want to do what brings you peace and joy, what is really deeply self-satisfying. And it sometimes takes something to figure that out. It takes risks. It takes inner work and quietness. And for me, it's been so worth it not to have to caretake and clean and cook for a bunch of other people and to drive people around all the time and to, I don't know, listen to people playing video games or watching sports. Like, I have no interest in those things. They don't bring me joy. They don't.
I'm not going to say, though, that I don't like when other people watch sports, because there is, like, you know, never mind. I don't want to put my business out there.
Don't feel fulfilling for me. And I am helping people every single day. I change people's lives every single day. I have purpose and meaning in my life.
Girl, me too. Like, that's the other thing. Like, because, like, that's the other thing. Like, I'm so passionate about helping and my business with the children that, like, because I know every single day, I know that I'm changing their lives. I know that for a fact. Not only from the reviews, honey, but from actually seeing it. I see it. I know for a fact that I am changing these children's lives. And that feels so amazing. So yeah, I totally agree with this lady. Not all the way. There's some things obviously I disagree with, but for the most part, I'm rocking with Catherine.
And it's not the path that a lot of people say that you have to have in order to be happy. So as you're older, I'm encouraging you to really figure out what feels good to you and to follow that path and to not be afraid of being alone.
Yeah.
Because being alone teaches you so much. It teaches you what you really care about, what you want, and how to get it. And a lot of times I've seen myself, especially when I was young, get so distracted by relationships, so distracted by helping somebody else build their business, by helping somebody else build their life and what they want. And then the relationship is over and I'm left like, oh, well, now what do I do with myself?
Yes, I used to do that.
Find out
Not
who you
anymore.
are and be that fully. And don't live your life because you're afraid of what might happen. Because usually those fears are unfounded and they're just built in by society to control you and manipulate you into being of service to other people.
Yeah.
For all the young women out there who are wondering, what is...
Yes, we loved it. We loved it, Catherine. All right, guys, so you heard what I think. We heard what they think. Let's hear what you think. I'll see you guys next time.